Good day, everyone. My name is Candice Desiree MS Flores, leader of Group 1. For today's presentation, we were going to tackle about the topic of socialization and social structure. When we say socialization, this includes the social structure and interpersonal relationship. This relation contains the three key parts. So what are these three key parts? This is the context, the content, and the process. Actually, this socialization is mostly defined the context. Why? Because like I said earlier, this socialization includes it is already involves the social structure and interpersonal relationship. It is also refers to this language and the culture, and mostly one's rank within them. And now, I am going to show you the objectives of socialization and social structure to be represented by my other group mates. First, for the socialization, we have the definition and example, means of socialization, and agents of socialization. For the social structure, we also have the definition and example. 5 social structure, components of social structure, important characteristic of social structure, and last, the social structure theory.
Hi, my name is Nul Hassan Majijul, and today I'm going to discuss the definition of socialization. Socialization is an interaction or interacting with people in the society by following the acceptable behavior in the society, or following the rules and regulations, or making friends and having interactions and participating in different cultural activity in the society. And next is the 8 important characteristics of social system. Number 1, we have the faith and knowledge. Faith and knowledge is a way of the human being of trusting someone or believing in someone. Faith and knowledge can be the core of a human person, or every man, or the core of every man, to having a path or a direction in their life. They believe that faith and knowledge is an acceptable way of presenting yourself in a society. And number 2, we had a sentiment. Sentiment is a judgment, but sometimes in the society, judgment can be get from the through discussion, debate, or arguing with someone. But sentiment is not just on that. There are sentiments of judging or providing a judgment through emotions or the feelings of what we feel. We provide judgment of what we feel, and that's what we call the sentiment. And number 3, end goal or object. Means end goal or object is a way of human being of having their demands to be satisfied, or the responsibility of every man in the society. And human being has a wants. They need to meet the wants of the human being, or the every man, to satisfy their desire. Every man has the goal, the end of the goal, and after the end of the goal, they need to reset their goal, having a new goals, so that they can aim another dreams or something they need to. And that's for the end goal or object. Number 4, ideal and norms. Ideal and norms is a society that we dream, or a society that we imagine. That is an ideal. And the norms is the expectation of the expectation, our expectation on the society, the expectation to the idea that we imagine. And that's for the ideal and norms. And number 5, we had the status and role. Status role means is the the birth or the day that you born in this world, or what date, or your gender, or the your age. It can be a background or personal background of a person. On number 5 is the status role. And number 6 we had the role. Role means is your role in society. Example is the mayor. The role of a mayor is a provide the a guide or a guidelines to his people in the city, so that the cities can be improved in the future. And that's for the status. Or also the teacher. The role of a teacher is to teach the students, so the student can have the knowledge or can gain more knowledge. And that's for the number 6 role. And number 7 we have the power. Power is the authority, or they have the capacity to punish the people who break the law, and to praise the people who set a good example. They are the fathers of the whole society, because the power means you had the capability of doing something or providing something, and that's for the power. Number 8, sanction. Sanction is a way of enforcing the penalty to the people who disobey the rules or the law, and that's for the sanction. And that's for the definition of socialization and the 8 important characteristics of social structure. Thank you.
Good day. I am Bainashra A. Ismail. My topic is the forms of socialization. The first one is the primary socialization. So what is primary socialization? Primary socialization is when a youngster learns the values, standard, and behaviors that should be expressed in order to have according to a given culture. This refers to as culture socialization. So when we say primary socialization is which is learning natututunan natin to interact other people, observing people while we are young. Also, primary socialization is tend to begin in home, and that is where we learn about social norms, which such as how to interact to other, behave in our society, and culture practice in which we'll eventually practices. The second one is secondary socialization. So what is secondary socialization? Secondary socialization is when a person learns a proper conduct to demonstrate inside a smaller group that is still part of a broader community. This is form of socialization. Occurs individual change in values, attitude, and views are considered as less essential than the change someone undergoes as he interact with the greater society. So when we say secondary socialization, it is take place when a child learns the values and belief and the attitude of their culture, of the family, as teacher, friends, and the media. The third one is development socialization. This is a method of socialization entails a learning process that focuses on improving our social abilities. So development socialization, when we say development socialization, is the process of learning behavior in social institution or developing one's social skills. The fourth one is anticipatory socialization. So the Participatory socialization is the process through which a person practices or rehearses for future social relationship is referred to as the sort of socialization. So the socialization is occurs when we start learning new norms and values in anticips, anticipation of the role we'll occupy in the future.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, classmate. My name is Karen Kirsten Palandoyan, and my report for today is the agent of socialization. Agent socialization is the significance individuals, groups, or institutions that influence our sense of self and the behaviors, norms, and values that help us function in society. So we have a 7 agent of socialization. So, yung social agent is yung tumutulong sa iyo makipag-interact. First is family. Sa kanila mo makukuha yung basic interaction norms and value na magagamit mo para makipag-interact ka sa ibang tao. And then, second is sa school. Dito yung proper education para malaman mo natin kung ano yung tama at mali. Sa neighborhood, dito matututo kang makipag-interact sa ibang tao bukod sa pamilya. Next is peers of group. Ito na yung group of friends mo na makukunan mo rin na kaalaman about sa norms and value. Workplace naman, dito matututo ka sa mga tamang norms about sa trabaho mo. Mass media, mas makakatulong para mabigyan ka ng impormasyon, and then kailangan mo para mag-interact ka sa ibang tao. For example, is yung proper way to greet a foreigner, parang ganun din. Last, religion. Tinutulungan ka para malaman kung ano yung tama o mali based sa religion mo. Yun po. Thank you. So that is the 7 agent of socialization.
Hi, I'm Muhammad M. Yahya, and my report is 5 social structures. The word social structure refers to all of the interwoven links that exist among the many social groupings and institutions that people build and join. Families, school, religious organization, social clubs, and other are examples of these groups. Social structure helps to offer a framework through which people interact on an interpersonal level based on their unique features, interests, and other aspects of who they are individually, according to sociology. So, based po sa aking report, ang mga nasabing social structure ay nakakatulong upang mailabas natin ang ating mga katangian, interes at ibang aspect kung sino tayo. Yun lang po, salamat.
Hello everyone, my name is Noraisa Minanga Pendong, so I will be discuss about social structure. The distinctive stable arrangement of institution through which a human being in a community interact and live together is referred to as social structure in sociology. This idea of social structure is frequently used in conjunction with the concept of social change, which is concerned with the causes that alter society's social structure and organization. Although it is widely agreed that the phrase social structure refers to social regularities, it reduces the variety of ways. For example, the term is occasionally misused when other terms like custom, tradition, rule, or standards are more appropriate. Studies of social structure try to explain things like integration and inequality tendencies. Sociology investigates this phenomena by examining organization, social categories such as age, group, or race, such as of crime or birth. Individual behavior or interpersonal interaction are not directly addressed in the approach, which is frequently referred to as a form of sociology. As a result, the study of social structure is not considered a behavioral science. The analysis is too abstract at this level. Even though the phenomena investigated in social structure are not consequence of humans responding to each other and their circumstance, it is a step away from specific human behavior. Those who study social structure, on the other hand, employ the empirical observational research methodology and epistemological approach. Pattern social relation, thus irregular and repetitive elements of interaction between members of a specific social entity, are sometimes used to characterize social structure. Even at this level of description, the concept is abstract. It only selects a few aspects from ongoing social activity. The more complex the social entity under consideration, the more abstract the term becomes. As a result, the social structure of a small group is generally more closely tied to its individual members' daily activities than the social structure of a larger community. The challenge of selection is prominent in the study of bigger social groups. Much depends on what included as a social structure component. Various theories propose various answers to the problem of determining as a social group primary traits.
Social structure theories. They explain crime by reference to the economic and social arrangement or structure of society. They see the various formal and informal arrangement between social groups as the root causes of crime and deviance. They highlight those arrangements within society that contribute to low socio-economic status of identifiable groups as significant causes of crime. As for the social structure theories, view members of socially and economically disadvantaged group as being more likely to commit crime, and they see economic and social disenfranchisement as fundamental causes of crime. Social structure in sociology means the relationship or bonds between group of individuals in a society. A society always consists of social group. Individuals always associate themselves in a group according to their interests, occupations, social status, and etc. This group will interact each other in a society. Together, it will form a network of interaction and it makes the social structure of a society. So this is the example of social structure in ancient Egypt. For the bottom layer, they have the slave, which is their servant. For the second one is the farmer. Farmers is the one who manage their foods and also the animals. For the third one is the artisans. Artisans means this is the skilled people who made the handicraft. For the fourth one is the merchant. Merchant is a traders. For the fifth one is the scribe. Scribe means one of the most respected because their term is to draw or create rather than to write or read. For the fifth one is the soldier. The soldier is, of course, they are the guards of the Egyptians. For the sixth one is the government official. The government official is belong to the highest class after the pharaoh because their job is to assist the pharaoh on how to make a rules. And of course, for the last one, the highest and most respected person, the pharaoh, which is the king of Egypt. So as you can see, in that social structure, you can see various social groups mainly formed according to their occupation. For the smooth running of the society, the groups have to interact each other and together they form a social structure. So that would be all for today's presentation. Thank you for listening and I hope you have gained knowledge on our report about socialization and social structure. Thank you so much.